Slightly Unblended, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm doing this look with the brand new Ophiuchus palette from Terra Moons Cosmetics. So if you'd like to see how I got it and swatches, then just keep on watching. Oh gosh, y'all don't even understand how excited I was when I filmed this. Ophiuchus from Terra Moons Cosmetics, their newest palette, is here and I am in love. So let's get this look done. So I'm taking the Blend Bunny and Lens L01 brush and the shade Dark Horse Nebula. I have a star sticker down and it looks like this is a little out of focus, so I do apologize. But I am taking that shade and the brush and I'm just kind of tracing the star so it'll be more negative space, and I'm going to take that through the crease about halfway and then kind of gently flick it up towards the arch of my brow, doing back and forth windshield wiping motions in the crease, but more patting and tracing motions while I am starting the star. And I don't know what was going on my phone. I think it was doing something and I was being distracted, so sorry about that. Now I'm taking the Blend Bunny and Lens L02 brush with the same shade, and I'm just kind of starting to add that on that inner portion of my crease and kind of towards the inner corner of my eye because I wanted to do this a little different. I did a look kind of like this back in November, and I was like, you know what? I really had a lot of fun when I did that one, so I wanted to do it here. I'm also taking that shade Smoking Out my lower lash line because I have my base on, and I was like, let's just do like full eye look all at once. Let's take a moment to appreciate the pigment to this. This palette is so pigmented and this shade is like a perfect grungy green. And now I'm going to diffuse that shade with RHO Ophiuchus. I think it's Row. I may be wrong there, so I'm so sorry if I am. And like I said, I'm just going to diffuse it, so I'm going to start to blend it out with that and make the shades look a little less harsh. And now I'm taking the L02 brush with that same shade, and I'm just starting to do the same thing, but I'm dipping into it and taking it towards that inner corner of my eye, diffusing it, and smoking out my lower lash line just to add it there because, like, if I don't have it there, I feel like I look funny. I've just always added eyeshadow under my eye, so I was doing that here. And look at how pretty these shades are together. With the L01 brush, I'm taking the shade Serpent Barrier to go ahead and diffuse everything. This has to be one of my favorite mattes in the palette because it is more pastel, and I think that it is just such a beautiful shade. And I feel like it pairs well with each shade in this palette. I feel like this makes these blue and greens look more kind of teal or more like minty, and I love that. Not only are they super pigmented, but they blend out so easily like butter, and the color story is just so pretty. I know I keep saying that, but it is. And I'm taking the L02 brush, again, with the same shade, and just starting to soften that blend up. That way there's no harsh lines, and it all looks very, like, airbrushed and seamless. Back and forth windshield wiping motions with the lightest amount of pressure. You want it to feel like a tickle. You don't want it to feel super hard and pulling on your eye, because then you're going to get overblend, and you don't want that. Okay, so now I'm taking some micellar water on a Q-tip to get my lid ready for it to be carved out. So really doing this is just to help get any of the pigment up, so when I go to carve my crease, it won't make anything muddy. So to carve my crease, I'm taking the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair, and I'm starting from kind of the inner corner of my eye, but not really, just kind of the inner portion of my lid, and just cleaning all that up and getting ready to add another star. I'm taking my face powder to set the base, that way there's no creasing, and I'm going to take the same shades in the same order when I start to do the other star. So I'm going to start out with Dark Horse Nebula. I'm going to show you how I add my star sticker after I get frustrated. I found these at Michael's, or well, actually my husband did. I was so thankful because I was like, I want like a tiny one that I can just like work with. And so he found them one day, and I haven't looked back. So anyway, I got a little flustered with adding this. Okay, I'm going to take the L01 brush in the shade Dark Horse Nebula yet again, and I'm doing the same thing, except for this point that's towards the outer corner of my eye. I'm kind of extending it a little further into my lash line. That way, when I put the lashes on, it just kind of blends in a little better, if that makes any sense. And so I'm just going to extend the points of the star just to get the shape, and I feel like doing it on the outer corner is a bit easier than up towards my brow. I know, I do a lot of star looks, but they are so much fun. Please give it a try. You'll have a lot of fun, I promise. And now I'm taking Ophiuchus and blending that out, but I'm kind of just using this L01 brush for the main bit of it over here because I already have my lower lash line pretty well finished up, and so I'm just taking this to diffuse that shade and get ready for the pretty Serpent Barrier shade. But look, how pretty are these shades together? I feel like they're like the dreamiest of combos. And now to soften that up, I'm taking Serpent Barrier, and I feel like this just melts the shades together and helps them to be even more blended, like, easily, even though they blended together easily to begin with. And then, after I get it blended, it's time for sparkles, my favorite. Blending is repetitive, but it's worth it, so I'm going back into Dark Horse Nebula just to touch it up because I did lose a little bit of the pigment, but that will happen when you're blending, so just go in and touch it up as much as you want. Here I took a little bit of my face powder just to soften everything up and really just kind of like take away any that I didn't really want, just kind of blend it into the skin a little bit more. And then I went back to touch up Serpent Barrier because, like I say, when you blend, you might lose a little pigment, and I really wanted that shade to show, but I wanted to make sure that it was a nice seamless blend. Sparkle time! So with my finger, I'm taking Zeta Ophiuchus, and I'm going to apply it from the inner corner portion of my lid and take it about halfway, and just look at how pretty it is. I can already see the pink and gold, and I'm trying not to squeal with excitement because it's so pretty. And now I'm taking the dough color number 14 brush just to kind of get that up tighter into the crease because I do not trust my finger to do that because I did not want to get it on the mat. So I'm taking a tiny flat brush to apply it up in the crease area. And to partially kind of diffuse it on the outer portion where I'm going to add the next shade. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Alpha Ophiuchus and place it in between the arm and leg of the star and just kind of drag it about a third of the way onto the lid. Look how pretty that is. It is such a beautiful, beautiful shade. It's like a gorgeous teal. Oh, little ghost nebula. I love it so much. It's an iridescent and it is so magical. It like disappears, but it's so shifty. It's so pretty. And I felt like it would be perfect to place between the other two sparkles and use it for my brow highlighter as well. The realization of how beautiful it is. Even though I had it on the other eye, I was just like, oh my goodness. It's so pretty. Look at those shifts. Okay. My flabbers are gasted and I'm in love. You can never have too many sparkles. I decided, let me add just a little bit more to blend these together. Now I'm removing the stars. And I was like, alright, that one turned out good. And that one I was just like, hold on, I need to do a little fixing here. One of them was messed up. So now I'm taking the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair and the Furless Cosmetics and It's Likely Makeup brush that I've had forever. And okay, this was the one that was messed up. Anyway, at that point I was like, you know what, I don't care. It still looks cute. It's going to take me longer to do this than it took me to do the look. But I just tried to extend the points a little bit more and felt like, good enough. As much as I really didn't want to like continue, I was like, you know what, I'm a perfectionist and I will be my like worst critic if I don't think that I have them even enough. I will be so hard on myself, but that's just how I am, like with myself. I can't win for losing. So anyway, I was like, okay, here we go, this is gonna have to be okay. It's still cute. Okay, now I'm using Little Ghost Nebula as my highlighter, and I went in. This was with just like one swipe in the palette too. But look at how pretty. It's so sparkly and so pretty. I love it so much. Look how it went from green to like purple to almost invisible. I just could not. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go finish up and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is a finished look. What do you think? I'm so excited about how it turned out. Like, it's so shifty, and I just hope that I can capture the shifts. The Ophiuchus palette, I'm not quite sure at this date, because today is May the 1st, when it will be launching. So when I get closer to editing this, I will include a text on the screen somewhere, probably here, with the date. But this palette is so incredibly beautiful. It blends so nicely. These mattes are so good, and I just cannot get over the shifts. So Little Ghost Nebula, y'all, it's just, I'm probably gonna try to maybe do a little neutral, no makeup kind of thing. Not my favorite thing to do, but just to play around and just like put it on my eyelids by itself, because like I used it for my highlighter and my brow highlighter and for like this little piece right here, and it's just so good. It's so shifty. It's like purpley, pinky, blue, green. I don't even know how to explain it, but like it disappears. It's so good. And I wanted to try to use Kepler Supernova with Zeta Ophiuchi, but I just kind of felt like leaning towards Zeta Ophiuchi more than like trying to put something with it to pair it, to just try to capture the shifts better when it gets down to picture taking time. And I just felt like Alpha Ophiuchi went well with it because of the shades that I used like right there at the store. So yeah, but I am planning on doing at least a 2 looks 1 palette video with this as soon as I get the chance, because right now life is chaotic. So I will have 2 looks with this in the very near future. I'm going to go ahead and include the swatches right here. Aren't they so pretty? I'm really excited about this, and the packaging is so nice. Like, I don't know, Terra Moons just always blows me away. I swear I say that every time, but it's the truth. Like, if they didn't wow me, I wouldn't just be obsessed with them, like, all the time. Because I take sparkles very seriously. I love me some sparkles. I always say sparkles make the day better. And I always just feel like their mattes don't get talked about enough. So, to know that they were having a palette come out where there were matte and sparkles, and it was just like a pretty color story, pretty sparkles, like just really, really nice. Say less. So excited. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the highlight of my year. I do want to say a huge thank you to Terra Moons Cosmetics for sending me this palette. I love it so much, and I'm so excited to do more looks. Like, I'm trying to brainstorm ideas. I want to do so many more looks with this because it's so good. So thank you so much. Now, I do have a code with Terra Moons Cosmetics and I will earn a commission from, but it'll also save you money. It's slightly unblended if you want to use that. No pressure. And yeah, so without just rambling too much, I do have some plans today, and also I have a sick kitty. So I'm just trying to keep my mind busy. So without rambling too much, I'm going to go ahead and head out. So if you want to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, then I'll have all my social medias linked in the description box down below. And if you'd like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, then please hit the subscribe button because it'll mean so much to me and I can't thank you enough. And if you like this video, could you please give it a thumbs up because I heard it helps push the video out in the algorithm, goodness. So if you give it a thumbs up, then thank you. And if you want to be notified of any time that I upload, please hit the notification bell because I've also heard that that helps to push my videos out somehow. So if you do any of those things, thank you so much. Please let me know what you'd like to see next down in the comments below. And I guess that's it for now. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!